Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 50. 54 miles. Who that?
Brissett to throw on first. Complete to Hilton. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's crossing. It's free. Swing out. Save.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check. Hot. Shift.
They will run with Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll get this to Eckler. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. Watch the ship. Watch it to 6. Pull it. Right.
From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A first down throw for Brissett. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10.
Give me some.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Baltimore first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 7, Colts nothing.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Hey.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch the slip.
third down. Grant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On second down now, Dillon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
It's third and long for Brissett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll actually wind up losing about 10 yards here, but no matter, they've got the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Here's Grant, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 48, Mike. 48.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First down, Colts.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down, Indianapolis.
Check 52. Check 9, check 9.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hey, flare. Echo. Bang.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one good for 37 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Shifts free at the 15. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Running on first down, Eckler. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 10 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go back to Grant. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 3rd down. Grant. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4. And my goodness, another interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is Grant. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 31 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Crunch time, defense.
They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right there. 54.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 99. Check 99.
This is Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
We want it. Come to my world. Check.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Next the score, Ravens 49, Colts nothing. Justin Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.